from non-programming background, so you need to spend some extra time. Okay, so what you need to do is this: go to this website and go to this Python section, and in this you have this basic, and then you have this condition statement and loops. Either like you may come directly over here and you may start writing the program, like read these instructions and start writing the program. And if you face any problem, if you're not able to understand, then go and see the solution, try to understand the solution, and then try to write the code on your own. Okay, so this is one way of improving it, because see, here initially you will get the simple programs. Okay, and as you move further, you will get quite of a bit complex program. So in that case, what you can do is you start with this, and I think over the time you may be able to find yourself in a place where you'll be able to write the code. Okay, so right now I can recommend you this. Yeah, if you face any problem in solving any particular code or something, so those who are from non-programming background, they can ping me in WhatsApp, and I will check. Okay, I will check what I can do from my side. Okay. Okay, so Ritesh is trying to do this. So let's see the solution for this. What we can do with this. This is the question, and we need to reverse it, right? Let me take this. I underscore. Okay. This is the string. Now the thing which I want to do is, I want to slice, I want to reverse it word wise, right? So first paper will come, then pickle, then off, like that. I'll be missing dot in this output. You can observe it here. I'll be missing this dot in the output. What I can do, I will get a list out of it first, okay, based on the space. We did it yesterday. Wherever space is there, break the word and then create a list. After getting the list, I will reverse it, and after reversing it, I will combine it together. Okay, so how will I do that? Let's see. First of all, let me define a function for this. So def reverse underscore word, and it will take a string. Let me take str1. Okay. Now what I will do, I will first reverse it, right? So I will do one thing. Okay, so we got a list. Now what we would like to do is, we would like to reverse it, right? So for reversing, so this is, you can say, um, the code, or this should be the documentation, not right here. Okay, you may write your documentation here, okay, something, and then write this below code is to get the list out of a string, right? One part is done. Next part is what? Next we need to do from we need to reverse this list. So below code versus the list. So what we will do again, we have this f underscore lst, right? So what I will do for you, even you can use slicing here, but I'm not using slicing. What I will do, I will take another list, rev underscore lst is equal to this, and for I in range start from -1, I will go to minus of length of f underscore lst plus 1, okay, comma -1, right? So I hope this is clear for everyone what we are trying to do here. And then what I will do, I'll access one element from the right hand side. I will do one thing. I will write rev underscore lst dot append, and I will write I. I will append I into it. Finally, I will print rev underscore lst. Now let's run this. So no, I need to write f underscore lst of I, and I will print this. Yeah, I'm getting it. Now what I will do, I will write the code. I will write the code to combine a list into a string. Okay. Now, so for I in, I will say, yes, for I in rev underscore lst. And then what I will do, I will take one letter and I will concatenate it. So I need one output string. So what I will do, output underscore str equal to this. Now what I will do, out underscore str equal to out underscore str plus space plus I. Now print out underscore str. We are getting this and this. Yes, we are getting this. This is the output, right? You got it? We are getting an extra space. Optimize this code. You may probably write it, quite small. So work on it. I have given you a structure how it is going to work. First, you need to get a list, then reverse that list, then combine that list into a string finally. So this is the kind of job you have to do. Anyone else who has done this?
Yeah, I've done it. Do you want the code?
Sorry?
Done it. Do you want the code or we will upload the assignment?
Yeah, you may upload the assignment.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Chitiz, you have used the method. I don't want to use a single method at all. So work on it. Don't use any method, no slicing, only loop. Only loop. Only loop and logics. Okay. No slicing also. No slicing also. Kanchan. Okay. Anything else? And I hope everyone is following this function part. So write everything into the function. Anchor is this str list final string for I equal to this um, yeah, you could have skipped this part itself. When you are accessing it, you could have combined it in here itself. Okay, so instead of reversing and then appending it into the list, so you could have written this code over here. So what I could have done, instead of taking this, I will write reverse underscore str, and this reverse underscore str will be an empty string. Don't reverse the list. What I will do, I will access one word at a time from this, isn't it? So one word will be the last word. So what I will do, rev underscore str is equal to rev underscore str plus a space character plus I. And if I will print here rev str, uncommented and comment all this part not required. So type error. What is can str not into str? Where is it? Okay, so I will write f underscore lst of I. Is it fine? Yes, it's fine. So here, like now you have code is quite reduced. This way also is a good option. So line of code is reduced. Okay. Now you can reduce it further. You may check it.
Abhishek, can you just go to the question? Means what was the question?
Question is this. You have got this sentence and then you have to reverse it in this order. Okay.
Okay, it will be the string. Actually, I was in confusion. Means it will be the set. Okay, thank you.
It's a string. Okay. Fine. Anything else, anyone? See, those who are facing the problem with the coding, I would just recommend you to go ahead and try some basic problems. Okay. Start with some basic problem. You have this good resource, W3 resource. Start with this basic one. First thing is you need to spend enough time on the basic syntaxes like print, input, how do you use them, and if statement, for loop, and all those things. Okay, basic thing. And then you need to go for this kind of coding. Then probably it will be useful for you. So you need to spend the time. Simple. Don't get bothered about others, those who are able to do that, because they are into the coding from long time. So that is a different thing. But if you are able to do that, that is an achievement for you. How to convert numbers into words in first problem. Numbers into words. Yeah, that one was you do this now using if, elif, and else statement. You have to write this. If user enters 1, you have to enter on. You have to print one. If user enters 2, you have to write tw. Using if, elif, you can do that. Okay, or you can use list concept. You can use loop concept also, and you can do that. Okay, fine. So let's start with today's topic. Today we are going to start with the string. Any question? Anyone? I hope no. So now we will start with the string data set.
Abhishek, one question. Here, in the for loop, right? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Abhishek. Yeah. I had one question in that for loop. You were checking space and if it is a period, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is this? It's doing f underscore lst dot append. So it is appending each word, right?
Yes, it is appending each.
Then again, why we have empty str equal to space?
It's not a space. We are emptying it. We are emptying this string so that whenever after string when we will go and take the next letter, so we need to combine this whole word, and that is getting combined here, right? So if you will not empty it, right? So you have already Peter into it, then Piper will be combined into that.
Okay, so but empty. So where exactly we are storing each word in empty str?
Yeah, else part.
Okay, okay, yeah, got it. Thank you.
Fine. Anything else? Okay. So now string. So string we already know. We have discussed the basic concepts on string. First of all, we know that string is a sequence. Okay. When I say sequence, so first of all, I would discuss few points here about sequence, and that point will be true. Those points will be true in the case of all the sequences. So what all points we have? So the points we have are: number one, all the sequences are indexed. Okay, so they will have index position, and using index you can access the element. Okay, number two, they all are ordered, right? They all are ordered. Now number three, if indexing is you can do indexing, and as well as slicing is also possible on them, right? They are ordered, and as well as they are ordered means they are ordered in the increasing order of positive and negative index, or decreasing order of positive and negative index, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3 increasing order, or -6, -5, -4, -3. This is also increasing order. But if you will come from right hand side, it is decreasing order, right? So they are ordered in this manner. Now, what else you can do on sequence? Okay, so rest all I will tell you later. There are few 4 or 5 points that's not coming to my mind. Let's forget about it. So let's start with the string. Okay. Now on the string we have seen that you can do indexing and slicing. I'm not going to cover that. We have seen that uh, few methods are available on string, right? What all methods are available? So we need to check them. So if you want to check what all methods are available, you need to simply go ahead and write dir of str. It will give you a list of all the methods available for you to understand how string behave, or how you can control a string. Okay, so whatever operation you have done till now in flow control, those all operations you can do here using these methods also. Okay, now we are not going to learn all these methods. Yeah, okay, you can see 2 types of methods are there. Okay, the first part is double underscore starting and ending. There are double underscore. So these methods are called magic methods. Okay, so I can say methods starting with starting and ending with double underscore are magic method, or we also say dunder method, and they are language defined spatial identifier. Okay, exclusively used for this particular strings. Okay, and they are used internally. You don't have to interfere in the working of it right now. You can interfere into it, how it works, when you will go and learn what do you say, object-oriented programming. Okay, in the concept of polymorphism, we have something called operator overloading. and method overloading. So we will be discussing these methods there. You need to learn that. As of now, it is not required. So forget about it. We are not going to learn about it. The main concentration for us will be this. So whatever operation you want to do, most of the operation related to data science, you will be able to do with these methods. Okay, we will be focusing on this. And again, these methods, we're not going to focus on all of them, but yes, few of them, and rest all, it's your task. If you want them to learn, you can go ahead and read the documentation of Python on string. Okay, you will get the details of it, but I'll be discussing very few out of it which are very useful in our day-to-day life. Okay, so we are going to discuss all these methods. So let's start which method we will start with, but before that, okay, so we have seen different operators, right? In operators, we can apply different, data types. In string, what all operators can be applicable? The basic operations you can do on a string is concatenation. We have seen what is concatenation, combining two or more than two strings. Then we have seen repetition. Then the basic operation we have seen is indexing. Then the basic operation we have seen is slicing. Then we have seen you can compare to string, right? You can equate to string, right? Then what else? You can apply logical operator also between two string. You can check this. All this, it is your homework to do that. How, what will be the result when you will apply all this? Then what else? But can you apply bitwise operator? You need to check this bitwise operator. So this one you need to check, and then we can apply membership operator also. We can apply identity operator also. Okay, so these all are the different operators you can apply on string and basic operations. You can say these all are the basic operation. Membership, if you want to check a single element whether it is present in the string or not, you can check it using membership operation. Okay, identity operator, how to use identity operator? Check two similar string, check IDs are similar or different, then take different string. Okay, one more thing in the case of Python. Okay, string. So how this Python handles the string, we will learn about it. How Python handles the string, we will learn about it. But before that, you need to check one thing. We have seen, let's say if I will write A is equal to Python and B is equal to Python, and if I will check print A is B, is it true or false? True or false?
True.
Okay, so this is true. Now let me comment this. True. Now let's say if I will write this same thing here, Control C, Control V, and instead of this I will be writing dollar and I will be writing dollar. True or false now? Okay, why it is false?
False. Because the dollar symbol.
Yes, so dollar symbol is a special symbol and it doesn't follow the object reusability concept. That's really good. So this is how, actually this is what I wanted to discuss in this, how Python handles the string, okay, in detail. So that's anyway, if you know, then fine. Now what I will do, I'll come to the methods directly. Okay. So yeah, let's start with capitalize, case fold. Okay, these two methods. Capitalize and case fold. Let's say I have a string. Let me take a string. What is a string? This is a string. Now, if I will apply, okay, so string, the string, you can say, when I will write str, when I'm writing dir of str, it is giving me a list, right? So this string is a class in Python, and all these method, whatever we saw in dir of str in that list, all these method are defined in that class. So if you want to access any method, remember that you use dot operator. Okay, so whatever list we saw here, this list, these all are the method defined in the string class, and we are going to use dot operator to use those methods. So if you want to use any method, so first you will write the string on which you want to apply the method, then a single dot, and then the method name. So I want to use capitalize method, and that's it. Okay, so it depends what a method returns. So if I will run this, I'll be getting this output where the first letter of this sentence is capitalized. Okay, what if I have P capital here? What if I have P capital here? This A capital, this P capital, this O capital, this is also capital, and this is also capital. Run this, still you are getting the same output. So basically I can say capitalize method capitalizes the first character for your string, only the first character. Okay, only the first character of your string, right? So capitalize method will only capitalize now. Probably you might have this method or this what is it, this assignment in the loop control. I don't know whether you have it or not in the loop control. So you have to only capitalize the first letter. Now one more thing we have is case fold. Let's say if I will apply case fold, print my underscore str dot case fold this. So we are getting the output as like this. Now this case fold method has converted everything into the small case letter. See that your input string was having few capital letters also, but everything has been converted into the this small case letter. So this case fold method and lower method work similar. If I will write my underscore str dot lower, okay, so this is going to give me the same output, okay, as case fold has given. So I can say case fold and lower are similar kind of method which converts everything into the lower case. But case fold is quite aggressive. Why? There are, see, when it is about English letters, English alphabets, case fold and lower will convert all of them into the small case, okay. But when it comes to few other words like Latin or French or some other words, this lower method is not applicable to them, okay. For example, you just write here case fold versus lower method. You will get it here, lower in Python. Okay. Yeah, you can see Latin or Greek character are expected, but lower when expected character are restricted to Latin or Greek character. Okay. So let's see that. What exactly it is. So there are few letters. I will show you once, 1 minute. Yes, this. Like this. Take this string. Okay. Now, print. Write this. Print this. Control V. Dot lower. And this. So see, in the case of case fold, it has converted this character into double S, because in English, like in what do you say? In American English, this particular letter means, I don't know what letter it is in which language, but this means double S. Okay, it is encoded as double S. Okay, so it has converted into like this. Okay, but lower is not able to do that. So lower is quite aggressive when it comes to the converting the letters from different languages to the lowercase. Okay. So I hope this lower and case fold method is clear. Capitalize is clear. Any question? Any question?
No.
Yeah, Abhishek, like capitalize first letter, it converted it into capital, but other letter like second word of first word of the second letter that it made it lower.
Yeah, everything will be lower, only the first character of this. So how do you write the sentence? When you write the sentence, so in the sentence format, it will write it, okay? So your sentence will have the first letter as capital, rest all will be small, right?
So like it will change first letter into the capital, and other words it will change into small letters.
Yeah, capitalize method. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So next, similar, like, capitalize, generally people find the problem with my underscore str dot title. Title is a method which converts every first letter of every word in the string into capital letter. Okay. So it converts the string into the title case. What is title case? Title case says that in the case of title case conversion, the first letter of every word will be capital. First letter of every word will be capital. So here you have already these letters are capital, but if you will see the title, this letter will also be capitalized. You can see the output. This is already capital, it didn't do anything. But the first letter of this will also be capitalized. Okay. So let's say if it were small, then it would have capitalized this one also. Okay. So title, basically you can say capitalizes the first character for every word in the string. Okay, fine. So this is about title method. Next we have upper method. So like lower, we have upper method also. So we may write my underscore str dot upper, and you may get all the letters in the uppercase. Okay. Lower will convert it into the lowercase, upper will convert it into the uppercase. So we have all these methods available here. You can see this is the upper method. We have discussed this. We have lower method. We have discussed this. We have title method somewhere. Title method you will find. So title method we have discussed. Then what else we have discussed? Case fold, lower, right?
Abhishek, just one thing.
Yes.
That this the method upper and lower. This will, if I put in special character just ampersand in the string, then what it will do?
You are saying that, let's say if it is having a dollar sign, right?
Or ampersand, the
Ampersand, okay. This one, right?
that we use in string ampersand.
This one only, right? This is the only, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, no problem. Check this. Nothing. It won't do. It won't do anything. As it is.
Okay. Okay, as it is. Okay, fine.
So next we have swap case. Swap case starts with and ends with. Okay, so we have this. Let's do one thing. I will do print my underscore str dot swap case, and it will swap the cases of all the characters inside this string. Okay, so the letters which are in small case will get capital, and letters which are in small capital case, that will get converted into the small case. Okay, so let's see this. This is what the output you will get in the case of swap case. Okay, so this is one method. Next we have print. Let's say if you want to check whether a string is starting with a particular character. For example, my underscore str dot starts with, and I will say if it is starting with P, so I will check P, it will give me true. Okay, let's say if I write PE, it will give me true. If I write PEP, it will give me false. Okay, because it is not starting with PEP. So you can check with a single character or with a combination of character whether it is starting with a single character or a combination of character or not. So it will return true or false. Based on that, you can do the operation. Right. Next, similarly, there is another method ends with that same. It will check whether it is which is ending with a particular character or not. So you can check with dot. Yes, it is ending with this. Now you can check rs dot. Yes, it is ending with this. Sorry. RS dot, yes. But if you will write, let's say PRS, it will give you false. Okay. So these are the two methods to check how your string is starting and ending. And another method is swap case. Okay. Okay.
R partition and L partition.
R partition, it's your task to do that. I will tell you what all method you have to check.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why I have included it in the assignment. I won't do everything. What next? Okay. Yeah, so let me check with this. Is alpha, is ASCII, is decimal, is linear, its title is.
Is that translate into another language or something? What is it translate?
No.
Okay.
It check that. Check all these methods. Okay, I will leave few methods at the end. You need to check that. So here few methods will be left. You go and check those methods. Okay, just wait for a few minutes. Okay, now so this is alnum. It checks whether the string is alphanumeric or not. Is alpha? Yes.
For the ends with, I'm not getting if it is ends with R, so it says false.
Yeah, if it is not ends with R, then it will give you false, right? It is ending with dot, right?
Oh, so okay. Entire sentence it looks it doesn't look for a one word, right?
It may look for one word also. You may write this whole word here, peppers dot, right? So if you will write it like this, now if you will check this, it will give you true.
Okay.
Now, is alnum, it checks whether the string is alphanumeric. Is alpha, these all methods will give you true and false, okay? Is alpha will check whether your string is alphabet, combination of alphabet characters. Is ASCII whether it is a ASCII code or like it is means it is defined in ASCII table or not. Then you have is decimal whether it is decimal or not. Is digit, again it is a number or not. Is decimal, if you will pass binary value, it will give you false. Is identifier whether it is a valid identifier or not. For example, if you will pass one num or num dollar, it will give you false. Okay, but if you will pass num1, it will give you true. Is lower whether every letter are in the lower case or not. Is numeric whether it is a numeric value or not, otherwise it will false. Is printable whether you can print a specific value or not. For example, what you cannot print, you can check. You just go and look for this is printable method in the Google. It will give you few examples. Is printable. Few things are not printable in Python. So for example, let me check here. So something which is not printable is, yeah, \n. It is printable, right? So for this, it will give you true. Okay. And new line is printable. So in this case, it returns false. S dot is printable. Space is printable. It is printable. S dot is printable. It is not printing. It is executing it. Right? \n is not going to print it. It is going to execute it. Right? So let's say if you will write print s. So how it will do? It will first execute this \n. So it will give a new line and then it will print this line. Right? It happens like that. So this \n is not printable. That's why it will return false. Okay. Fine. So this is printable method. is space whether it is a space character or not, is title whether it is in title case or not, and is upper whether it is in upper case or not. So these all are the simple methods. You may go ahead and you can try. Assignments are also there based on it. If you want to check, you can check with all this string. Okay. Next we have is format method we have done yesterday. So now we will do okay, find an index method. Find an index method. See, find an index method, both are similar. They return the index of first character in the target string on first occurrence of the string you are looking for. Okay, what it means? I have a string. So I have a string, this, Control C, and what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for PE. I'm looking for PE. So I will write sub underscore str is equal to PE. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for this PE. Now, what find an index method will do, find method and index method will go inside this string, look for this combination of character. You may pass a single character or a group of character also to this substring. Look for this combination of character. Wherever it will find the first occurrence, it will return the index of the first letter in that first occurrence of that string. Okay. So this P, where it is occurring first time, it is occurring here. PE is occurring here, right? PE. So it will give you 0. Let's say if I will remove this. Now next where P is occurring, next P is occurring here. So it will give you the index of this P. Let's say if I will remove this. So where next P is occurring, it is occurring here. So it will give you the index of this P. Okay. So, but if you have the first occurrence, it will give you only the, like wherever it will find the first occurrence, it will give you this only. Okay. Let's see that how exactly works. Print my underscore str dot find, and I'm looking for substring, right? Sub underscore str. Run this. You are getting 0 because 0 is the first occurrence. Remove this P. Run this again. I'm getting 7. So the next occurrence is 7. Remove this P. Run this. I'm getting 21. So the next occurrence is 21. So like this. Okay. Now similarly, let's say if you will do it with index method. So instead of find method, I will write index method. Run this. You are getting same thing. So find and index method works similar, but there is one difference. Let's say if I'm looking for a string PEZ, run this. In the case of find method, you are getting -1 if it is not found. Okay. But in the case of index method, you are getting value error. Okay. So find method, in the case of find method, if you don't find the string, then it will give you -1 as the result. If in the case of index method, it will give you the value error if it doesn't found the string. Is this clear? Everyone? Find an index. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's say if you want to control the search. Okay. You have this PE here, you have this PE here, you have this PE here. But you want the search to be done after 9th or 10th character. How you can do that? So in the substring, you can write 10, the second argument. This is completely optional. If you will not write this, by default, it will start its search from 0. So you can start your search from 10. So if you will run this, it will give you after 10, whatever the occurrence is coming. Okay. Fine. Okay. So this, yeah. So after this 10, the next occurrence is 23, right? For PE, count it, it will come 23. But for index method, it is returning 0 because it has found it in the beginning. Let's say if you want to do it after 5, so you will write it after 5, comma 5. So it will give you after 5 whatever is the first occurrence of this PE. Okay, so this is how you can control this. Now, let's say if you want to limit the search, you don't want to go till 23, you want to search between 20, 10 and 20. So you can give the end part also. If you will run this, it will look for it in this range. If it is not found, it will give you -1, right? So find method gives you -1. Similarly, let's say if you will try to find it between 5 and 10, if it is not found, it will give you the value error. Okay, but it is found between 8. So instead of this, I will write 1, comma, I will write, let's say 5. So between 1 and 5, it is not there, so it is giving you value error. But you can control this. So you can mention the start where you want to start and where you want to end, right? So this way also you can do this. You can control your search and then it will give you the result like this. I hope this is clear how you can use find and index method. Fine. Now, when you apply find and index method, by default, it starts its search from the left hand side. Okay. By default, it will start its search from left hand side. So always it will give you the left to right search option. But let's say if you want to search for this string from the right hand side. So you have r find method, my underscore string dot r find, and you can start your search from right hand side. So you may write sub underscore str. Now it will give you the first occurrence of PE from right hand side, and in that it will return the index of P. So it is returning you 42. Okay, so probably the index of this P out of this PE is 42. Okay, so this is the first occurrence of P from right hand side. So it is returning this index of P, and it is returning positive index. Similarly, you have print my underscore str dot r index, and you may write sub underscore str, right? Here also you may control, you may start your search from -1, comma, you may go till -20. Let's see that. So you are getting value error. In this, it is saying that it is not accept. Probably it doesn't accept it. So let me do one thing. I will do 42. I will start from 42 and I will go to let's say 50. So it is giving you 42. Okay. Let me do it 43, 43, not 43, 41, 41. So still it is giving me 42. Okay, I have controlled this again. So I want to go in the back direction. I will give if I will give 50, 41 value error. So it doesn't accept. Actually, see, internally it is doing like it is visible that we are getting it from this side to this side. Okay. Now, if you will give this index, first index, start index from right hand side, and this last index as your left hand side, so it will not accept. It is not going to accept in that way. You have to give this start index always lesser than. So you have to specify the range from left to right in the case of R index or normal find method. Left to right only you have to specify start and stop. Remember this, otherwise it will give you the error, value error. Okay. So I hope this part is clear. I will keep this as an example and I will comment it. Okay. So uncomment it and run this, you will get the result. Now find index method is done. So we are done with R find R index method.
Nth occurrence, nth occurrence.
Sorry?
Nth occurrence of a string.
I will tell you. 1 minute. Wait.
Okay.
Important thing will be completed. Wait. Index method. Okay, done. Okay. So let's see count. Yeah, we have done this. count. Count method returns you the number of time a particular character is available in your string. Print my underscore str dot count. I am looking for p. How many times p is repeating? If I run this, I will get output as 9. Okay, fine. So 9 times p is repeating. Yesterday we wrote the program using loop. We have count method for that correctly. Okay. So this is what count method we have. Next we have strip method. Strip method, then strip, r strip, and split method. Okay. Okay, so strip method we have, then split method we have, and strip method, join method. Okay, so look for these methods on your own. We don't use on a regular basis, but yes, if you want to have a look, you just look for these methods on your own. Okay, so the rest all method we are going to discuss now. What we deleted from there: strip, split, and join. We have used this method today itself in the program. Like means we have written the program for this. So what is this strip method? Print. We will write strip. So what exactly it is going to do? My underscore str is equal to, I have a string Python space character. Here also I have few space character. Okay. Let me do one thing. This is Python. Now, if you want to remove the unnecessary spaces from the string, you will write my underscore str dot strip. It will remove the unnecessary spaces from the beginning and end of the string. Remember, it is not going to remove the spaces from the string, in between the string, right? It will remove only these spaces. Okay. So if you will run this, you will get this output. This is Python. Okay. Fine. Clear. Now, let's say if you will write here, yeah. So if you want to remove only the spaces from the right hand side, so you will use print my underscore str dot r strip and run this. So only the spaces from the right hand side has been removed. You can see there is no space after right hand, on the right hand side. Similarly, if you want to remove the spaces on the left hand side, only my underscore str dot l strip and run this, so you will get this. Okay, so only the spaces from left hand side is removed, but right hand side you have already the spaces. Okay, so now, so this strip method is basically used to remove the spaces from the string, unnecessary spaces from the beginning and end of the string. Okay, next method we have is split method. So let's say if you want to split the string, we have already done that. So splitting the string using space character, right? So let's say if I have this, the previous string, I will comment this not required. I have this previous string, print my underscore str is now this. So I want to split this string, right? I want to get a list. So we have split method for this. We have done this program yesterday using loop. So print, if you will do my underscore str dot split, so it will return you a list of the words, okay, in the string. List of the words it is returning. Okay, fine. So you can directly use split method in. So we have written one program yesterday or today, I think. Yes, this one, right? So instead of writing this program, you may directly use in the string. You can use this split method, and by default, here the separator. Separator is equal to a space character, I think. Yes. Okay. So by default, this separator is space. Now let's say if you want to break it using P, so you can get the output like this. So you have splitted it using P. Wherever P is there, it has splitted that string from P. So you can specify the separator also in the split.
how you want to split a string. Okay, so you can mention the separator attribute. By default, it is set to space. If you will keep this, if you will not mention it, so wherever the space is there, based on the space, this string will be splitted, and then you will get a list out of it. Then you can reverse it, you can do some operation, everything you can do it here. Okay.
Abhishek, I have one question. In the case of strip, if there is an unnecessary space in between the words, will that remove?
No. No. Okay. Go ahead, run this, combine this all spaces, replace it with a single space. Okay, using loop. Split of string onto two list. For that reason, you have into two list. Into two list, no, you don't have. But you can split this this particular thing into the this particular list into two parts based on your requirement. Yeah, you can say that. Let's say if you want to split this based on and, because and is a unique character, so you can mention and here, and based on and it will be splitted into two parts. Now you can keep this part into one list, and you can keep this part into another list by writing some other code. Okay. Okay. Fine. Next what we have. Okay. Yeah. So split method. Now we have join method. So I'm going to make it as default space, and I need to join it back. Let's say I wanted this output. I want this output. Where this output? Using this split and join all this thing. Okay, str.strip._doc return a copy of the string with reading. I will come to that depender later. Okay, wait a minute. So what we are going to do, we have this splitted string. Now we want to join it back into the string, but in the reverse order. So what I will do, I have splitted it, and after splitting it, I will do the slicing in the reverse order. I've sliced it, and then I will apply the join method on all of this. So see, this is the list which you have got, and join method takes a list as an argument, okay, and a separator. So what you will do, basically, you will apply dot join method here, and by which separator you want to add this whole word, by a space, right? So if you will run this code, you will get the output like this. Okay, probably we have got this one. Where is that? This output similar, but there is one dot extra, manageable. But you can see that how simple this code is. Instead of writing for loops and all, simply what we have done, we have used two methods in a single line, 2-3 things we have combined in a single line, and we have got that output in a single line. Okay, so this is how Python easy is. Okay, and why I asked you to write the code using loop for all these things, because to develop the logic, but as a data scientist, you need to focus on these methods, these kind of cases, where you can reduce the number of line using methods and all these things. Okay, even this is also not required, so this is good. This will also work. Okay, same thing. We are getting the same thing. So what we have done, first we have splitted the string, existing string, based on space. Then we have reversed it. So after reversing it, we have got a list. This list is passed as an argument to join method. So syntax of join method is quite different from other methods. So join, see, split method was simply myString.split. But join method takes one argument. What argument? The list which you want to join. Okay. So I have got a list, reverse list, using this whole, operation. I have got a list which is a reversed list, and then I have passed it to join function, and then here I have passed a separator, by which separator I want to combine this whole words in a list. So I wanted to combine them using a space. Let's say I wanted to combine them using colon. So it will come like this. So whatever separator you will mention here, based on that separator, this string you will get. Okay. So someone is pasting this code. What is this code? What is this? What is this? I think this Is this there? Depend. This comma, inverted comma is there. I think it is not there, but if you're writing like this, it gives you this, okay? So if chars is given and not none, remove character in chars instead. So let me do one thing, comment this, and this. Returns a copy of the string with leading and trailing white space removed. Yes. What means of second statement instead of? If chars is given in strip. Okay, so do one thing. Instead of writing it like that, so we have chars is equal to none. So there is a chars attribute also. So if char is given and not none, remove character in the chars instead. So if you want to remove the character, for example, I will mention strip chars. I will mention chars, C-H-A-R-S, chars is equal to P. Where is that? Not str. I will write my underscore str. So strip takes no keyword argument. Okay. So remove this, run this. Okay. So P has been removed from the beginning. And if you will have P at the end, then it will remove that also. Yes.
Okay, clear.
So any question, anyone else, any other question? So for these methods, okay, these all are also simple. If you want to do that, see, what simply you can do is, if you don't want to go to the internet, go ahead here, print, take one string, my underscore str, dot center, write this bracket, enter shift tab, you will get a documentation, expand it, read this. What is this? It will take width, fill char, this is optional, forget this fill char, pass it later. Width, basically it will, if you will pass some width, return a centered string of length width. Okay. Padding is done using the specified fill character. Default is a space. So let's say if I will write my underscore str with 10 and run this. So I'm getting this string as it is. Okay. So default padding, as I said, actually it does the padding. It centralizes the string with some spaces in the beginning. But if you will pass string like this, it will not happen. What I will do, I will take a different string. I will take few spaces here. Now run this. There are few in the end. Okay, so let me do one thing. Remove this. Run this. Still I am getting? No. I will take one small string, my underscore str is equal to a. Now you will get something. Here you will have few spaces. Here you will have few spaces. Okay. Count this. I think either both the side it will come 10. 10. Okay, let me check. I can assign this to a variable, right? A is equal to this. And what I can do, I can print a dot count space, isn't it? 9, right? Total 9 spaces. One is this character A10. But if you will take large string like this, so in this case, how do you do the padding? Okay, because it will take the central character. From that, it will try to keep 10 spaces on the left hand, either 4 spaces on the left hand side and 5 spaces on the right hand side. or 5 spaces on the left hand side and 4 spaces on the right hand side. But you already have the characters before that, so it won't be able to do the padding. So basically what you need to do one thing, count the length of the string. So print len of my underscore str. What is that? $48. Okay, that's good. So we have 48. So what I will do here, total 48 characters. I want 10 padding. I will mention 58 and print this. Print this. Okay. Now you are getting few spaces, right? Previously we were not getting, because already before the central word, few all like 10 characters, 5, 4 means more than 10 characters were there on each side, so it was not able to do the padding. Now it is doing the padding of few 5 character, I think 5 spaces on the left hand side and around 4 spaces on the right hand side. So this way it is doing the padding of spaces. Now let's say if you want to do the padding using some character, so let's say I want to do it using star. I will do this. So now it will be padded with star. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 characters are coming on the both sides, star characters. So you can do the padding like this using center method. Okay. Similarly, if you want to check other method, just go ahead and use shift tab. It will give you the details about it. Go ahead and do the experiment. Okay. So you'll get some information on that. Okay. Any question? Any question? No question? Okay, that's it.
No questions.
Fine. So shall we start with the list?
Yes.
You would like to do some assignment on this, or you would like to practice it?
Abhishek, I have a doubt. So I just want to know, like, when we are actually doing some using Python as a tool for data science or anything, we will use all these methods, right? We will not be using, like, we will not be coding as we did for the assignment that you gave, right?
No. You will be using this method. You have to be, as a data scientist programmer, you have to be proficient in these methods. See, as I said earlier, that why I'm asking you to code in that, because that was the beginning. Okay, now if you are facing some problem, don't get yourself stuck into that. It is for those who are from non-programming. That will be quite useful. Don't get yourself stuck into that. You just forget about it. But yes, if you want to practice it, if you have some extra time, you can do that. Then give some extra time to logic building also. Okay. If you're facing the problem, you can make a long-term plan, right? Like within 1 month or 2 months, I will develop my logic part. But right now, I will focus on these methods. Okay. So because for your upcoming classes on data science, these methods will be quite useful.
Okay. So that assignment was purely to like learn the flow of control, like the loops or something like that, right? Like not exactly for, I mean, when you come to data science, that's not really, I mean, at least 80% is not that, right? Like 80% is actually the methods, right? If I'm not wrong.
Most of the time it is methods. But then this is the beauty of Python. Like you have the method for everything. You can do anything, whatever you want to do using method. Okay. So see, you are not a coder. You are not going to hire as a coder.
Okay.
First thing. Let's say if you will start working as a data scientist, you will not be coding. You will not be writing the application. Okay. You just need to have the good hold on the methods, almost all the methods in core Python, and few methods in few, you can say, libraries or packages like NumPy, Pandas you have. So you have to understand the other methods in those packages. So this is your duty, not to write the logic. But yes, if you know this, then see, you need to work on these kind of operations, few complex operations. Okay. Kind of complex operations you need to do.
Okay. And also just to know, like because you told about this line, like you can actually write this one line we can actually write it in 3 lines also, right? Just like
Yeah, you can do that. But
yeah, just so I'm just thinking like, is it how like we will be graded of how good we are in Python? Like if we do it in 1 line or 3 lines or something like that.
no, I didn't understand what you're
No,
asking.
like I'm just asking like like will people grade us in the sense like only an experienced Python programmers can only write this in 1 line or something like that. So it is like
No. See what happens. See, when you will, what I'll say, not about experience and freshers, you will also come to know by the end of this course how to write this statement. These all are not quite complex. These all are simply you have to know that what exactly you are doing. So you wanted to get the output like this, okay? So whatever output we will get out of this, you wanted to get the output like that. So what you did, first you need to split the string, then you need to reverse it, and then after reversing, you need to join it using some separator. You have done that. So
yes.
yes, this writing the code in this way is called Pythonic way. There is something called Pythonic way. Okay, Pythonic way is not something you can learn or someone can teach you. It all comes by practice. When you practice it over the time, then you find yourself in a position there where you will start writing the code like this. Okay, it all comes by practice, and I can make sure that most of you guys will be able to learn these all things by the end of this program. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
So it's not about experience or freshers. If you don't want to write, if you want to make your code clear and quite not complex, then you go for the simple one. But yeah, the writing this way is called Pythonic way, and it is quite appreciated.
Okay. I just asked because optimizing the code is part, I think, of doing all this coding. Like later a part of learning this. So is this part of that? It was my exact question. Like
Yeah, you
optimizing.
can. It is the part of the optimization of your code writing.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Okay, fine then. So let's see what all assignment we have here. Similar assignment we have in the strings also, like all the assignment which you have done, but those assignments, same assignment you have to do using method. Okay, you can try this strings. Okay, output is written, what expected output is, you have to use slicing and all, and then you have basic operation on the string. You have to find the output, complete the below code. Forget all this. These all are simple. Your test will start from here. Where is that? Yes, this. From here, start writing the code. Okay. I think I didn't discuss this method. Oh, yeah, it is fine. Yes. So these all are the methods. Try this. Okay. So assignment is uploaded. Check that. Try to do it and upload the assignment again. So probably most of the method you'll find similar. You can see this was just now we discussed how you can do this padding and all. So this is quite simple using method. Okay. Yes, Anka, do you have any question? Any question from anyone? No question? Great. So what I will do, I am going to end this session a bit early today. 9:30 is the time. We will meet tomorrow and we will try to finish list and tuple both. Okay. Why? Because I want to give some time for string. If you will do these assignments on string, then list and tuple will become quite simple. So go ahead and do the assignment on strings by today. Try to do that using methods. And then tomorrow we will do list and tuple both. If time will permit, we will start with the dictionary also. So I think by this week, your Python function will be over. And by next week, 2 or 3 days extra, and then core Python will be covered, and then we will go to the data science module. Okay, fine, everyone. Is this clear? Any questions?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine then. So thanks everyone for joining. I'll end the session. Let me know if you have any question. Otherwise, going to end it in 2 minutes.
No questions. Thank you.
Python will be completed, Abhishek, by next week. Core Python by next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, your core Python will be completed, and by next week Friday, or next to next week, you can say by Wednesday, your whole Python will be completed along with NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and everything. Okay. Fine. So 1 or 2 more week, not 1 week, this week and next 1 week. So by then your Python will be completed. Okay. Fine then. So let's meet tomorrow, everyone. Bye. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.